to a lot of us is really quite an achievement to be thought of as a real Celtic.
What it means to be a Boston Celtic is there's a lot of tradition. There's a championship winning drive that we had.
Stephen Havlicek steals it over the side goal. Havlicek stole the ball.
It means teamwork, it means pride, but most of all, I think it means leadership.
The outside now to Sam Jones. He's good.
These are the things that create the Celtic mystique that everybody talks about. What capped it for the Celtics is 11 championships in 13 years.
It's all over. The Boston Celtics are once again the world champions.
Look up and see all of those banners that are hanging up in the rafters, that they would also like to include their name, but they know what they must go through to be a part of that honor.
You have to be on a team that plays together. You have to have what they call Celtic pride, which is something that Russell and Havlicek and Kuzi and Casey Jones brought to Boston, and you have to win a championship.
Celtic green is the unique green. It's a long history, a tradition of excellence, of great players. It means so much, and I think everybody knows the tradition of the Boston Celtics.
When you hear Celtic pride, it's for the sacrifice of everybody, that you give yourself up. One man can be all he can be until the next man's all he can be. I've embraced the history and the culture and what it is to be a Celtic.
The sacrifice, the hustle, the teamwork, the heart, the soul, determination. That's what Celtic pride is.
North Station, next stop, North Station.
As the NBA's most storied franchise, the Boston Celtics have set the standard for basketball excellence. Their championship banners are testament to a dynasty that spanned 4 different decades, and their tradition of Celtic pride was passed from one group of legends to the next. But after winning their 16th NBA crown in 1986, Boston's run of glory drew to a close. The stars known as the Big Three would retire, and the Celtics who followed them paled in comparison to their legendary predecessors.
Larry Bird's not walking through that door, fans. Kevin McHale's not walking through that door, and Robert Parrish is not walking through that door.
After 2 decades without a title, the Celtics would endure their most painful loss just days before the 2007 season.
A giant in the world of sports has died.
Celtics legend Red Auerbach died Saturday at 89. Quite simply, Red Auerbach was the Boston Celtics, their unquestioned leader when they were among the most successful franchises in all of sports.
The patriarch of the Celtics since 1950, Red had a hand in all 16 championships.
I think it was difficult on the city of Boston and all the people that, had grown to love Red. And Red was kind of a figurehead, Celtic tradition and Celtic lore. And, I was a player that was drafted by Red, and Red had a great deal of influence on me coming back to the Celtics. And he was so important to our fans and to the tradition of the Celtics. And so that was a big blow to lose Red.
And his death seemed to cast a cloud over their season, as Boston stumbled to one of their worst records ever.
And the Celtic losing streak continues.
Everything that could have gone wrong in 06-07 certainly went wrong. They were coming off a 24-58 season, highlighted by an 18-game losing streak. There was a negativity totally surrounding the entire franchise. Things were as low as they'd ever been.
But that low point would also become a turning point, as GM Danny Ainge turned frustration to hope.
This proposed trade has been agreed to and will occur. Seattle will send Ray Allen to Boston for the number 5 pick.
This is a blockbuster trade. It's been talked about for years. KG no longer a Wolf. He's going to the Boston Celtics.
2 trades brought a perennial all-star in Ray Allen and a former league MVP in Kevin Garnett. They would join together with the cornerstone of the franchise, Paul Pierce, to give the Celtics a new version of the Big Three.
On this trade, I love it. I just think it gives us a chance. It gives us hope. That's what we want. You know, from low expectations to high expectations, that's what we want. That's exactly what we want.
Finally, you can start to see a buzz, a little bit of a spirit. Instead of hoping for something, now you got something. Now you got something right there.
This city just got uplifted.
It's like a new breath.
Yeah.
It's just fantastic.
Why?
Why?
They're awesome.
KG, Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, that's all you need. Championship is coming.
The expectations, once those two guys came in, were enormous, and we've all of a sudden become a team to beat in the East. I think they were excited about that. I mean, the enthusiasm that those guys had coming together, and Doc got them together too, and Doc, shared the same things, and Doc said, okay, if we win, that's great, but if we don't win, we have no excuses. It's on the head coach and the 3-star players to find a way to be successful.
These stars had aligned at just the right time. The Celtics were holding training camp in Italy, where the team would have a chance to gel.
Right now, we just landed in Rome, getting ready to start off training camp. Long road for this journey we're about to begin right here in Rome, baby.
It was perfect. It couldn't have happened at a better time for us to go over to Europe, because that's a time to bond. When you travel abroad, you're in a foreign country, you're with your team, and at the same time, you're eating, sleeping, talking basketball, hanging out, relaxing.
It's only right that we go to the Coliseum of Gladiators. It's only right.
It's nice. I like.
Nice.
Hey! Hoorah! Hey! Hoorah! Hoorah! Yeah, we right there. Here go my crew. Here go my crew. How many y'all bring?
This is what we're playing for. We're doing best out of 5. First team to 20 wins, okay? The winner, dinner's on me. Go! Nice, nice. Good action, good action. Come on, White!
Now you had practice in 2 days, and the grind was coming in, but at the same time, we had a new team.
Oh! 20!
And you could see the bonding, and you could see almost all of us coming together.
Nice, yeah. This one, I like this one. You feel like you got a little bounce on you.
To get Kevin and Ray and Pose and Eddie and these new guys, it was like a breath of fresh air. And I think a lot of the guys are anxious to get started.
It's a lot of fun. You one of the best shooters in the world. You don't need no adjustments.
You're right about that.
You ain't gonna argue with me on that one.
Trying to blend his new ingredients into a unified team, head coach Doc Rivers would find their word to live by.
Once we got the Big Three, I was in search of something that I thought could bond us as a group. And we brought in a guy named Kita from South Africa. And the first thing he said is, guys, right now everything is great for your basketball team. But there's gonna come a moment where you're gonna face unreal adversity. And that's when the word Ubuntu and playing together will come through for you. And this word captured me right away. A person is a person through other people. I can't be all I can be unless you are all you can be. It's a way of life. It's not just a word. You live Ubuntu.
Hey, let me get on your back.
Hey, I'm gonna get on your back many nights this year. Many nights.
And ditto.
Yeah.
I think a lot of times when you hear Celtic pride, it's very similar to Ubuntu. It's for the sacrifice of everybody, and Ubuntu is the symbol of togetherness.
Ubuntu, we do everything together.
Okay, we all gotta go. Let's all go. Ubuntu. Ubuntu.
Y'all go to dinner, I'll pay for all y'all.
Hey, this beat started something real special, man. Look, we stay together. Only people who can beat us is ourselves, right here. Right.